Hello and welcome to this tutorial on getting started with Relyence Maintainability Prediction. In this tutorial, we'll cover adding an item to the analysis tree and adding maintenance data to the maintainability data pane. We will assume that you have viewed our Relyence Maintainability Prediction Getting Started overview tutorial prior to viewing this video. If not, we suggest reviewing it, especially if you are new to Relyence Maintainability Prediction. To start, we are signed into Relyence and viewing the Welcome dialog. If you do not have this open, click the Help drop-down on the top right of your screen and click Welcome to Relyence. In the Welcome dialog, make sure that Maintainability is selected using the module selectors on the left. We will be using our drone example in this tutorial, so we click Open Example Analysis. If you have already opened and modified the drone example analysis, you can easily remove all of your changes and return to the example analysis in its as-supplied state by clicking Revert Example in the sidebar, which is highlighted in the message that Relyence is now showing. This is not necessary in this case, so for now I'll click Got It. Before we add some maintainability data to this analysis, we'll add an additional subsystem to the quadcopter drone to represent a camera. To do so, we'll edit the analysis tree. We start by clicking Edit in the toolbar of the analysis tree pane. Now we're in edit mode for the analysis tree. Here in the toolbar, we click the drop-down arrow on the Insert button and click Child Subsystem. The Insert Subsystem dialog appears. For name, we'll enter Camera and click Insert to insert the camera subsystem as a new child subsystem of the quadcopter drone. Child and sibling subsystems can be added to the analysis tree as needed to reflect the hierarchical structure of the product or system under analysis. To save our changes and return to the maintainability data pane, we click Save and Close. Next, let's move on to adding maintenance data to the newly added camera subsystem. We begin by marking the camera as repairable. For this tutorial, we can keep the maintenance level set to intermediate and the repairs by set to maintenance tasks, both of which are default selections. By default, Relyence sets the maintenance levels to those defined in Mill Handbook 472, on which Relyence Maintainability Prediction calculations are based. But note that you can customize the maintenance levels by renaming the supplied levels, as well as adding or removing levels. This is not covered in detail in this tutorial, though note that it is accomplished by simply using the Configure option from the sidebar. Relyence Maintainability Prediction allows you to define repair data using the Repairs by dropdown, where the options are Maintenance Tasks or FD&I Outputs. A maintenance task represents a single step that must be performed in order to repair a failed item. A number of tasks completed together to complete a repair are considered a maintenance task group. Relyence Maintainability Prediction supplies a list of common tasks from Mill Handbook 472, and you can also create your own maintainability tasks and task groups. FD&I outputs, or fault detection and isolation outputs, are the activities performed in order to detect and isolate a failed item. Relyence Maintainability Prediction allows you to create your own custom library of FD&I outputs for use in defining maintainability data. Then here in the Maintenance Tasks table, we can add the maintenance tasks required to repair the camera. In the Task column, we click the drop-down arrow. The list of tasks will display. Relyence Maintainability Prediction includes the tasks from Mill Handbook 472. You can use these tasks as well as create your own task library. You can find more information about adding your own tasks in the Maintenance Tasks and Task Groups topic in the Relyence Help. Note, if you had added some of your own tasks or task groups, These items will appear at the top of the task drop-down list before the tasks from Mill Handbook 472 tasks. To repair the camera, we need to open up a latch on the drone body where the camera is housed, disconnect the camera connector, remove the failed camera and replace with a new one, connect the new camera, and close the drone latch back up. Note that when entering tasks, we can type in the search box at the top of the tasks list to filter the list for easier data entry. Once we select the task we need, we press Tab to complete the insertion. So here's our final task. And again, just to complete the process, always press the Tab key after selecting the task. Note that as data is entered in the Maintenance Tasks table, Relyence updates the number of tasks and the total maintenance time, here just below the table. Now, since our new maintenance data has yet to be saved, we see red marks throughout the analysis to denote unsaved data. We click Save to save the changes, and note how the red marks throughout have disappeared. Before we conclude this tutorial on entering maintenance data, let's take a quick look at the Maintenance Tasks Table toolbar. The Move Down and Move Up arrow toolbar buttons enable you to reorder your tasks in the list if needed. The Delete or Minus button allows you to delete tasks from the Maintenance Tasks table. If you were to use these buttons, they would apply to the selected task. For example, they're the 5th task in the Maintenance Tasks table. And finally, the magnifying glass, or the Search Tasks button, allows you to bring up the Search Tasks dialog to filter through your list of tasks. As you add your own tasks, task groups, and FD&I outputs, and your maintainability libraries grow larger, the search feature is helpful. It is also useful to allow you to insert multiple tasks at once. To demonstrate, I'll click the Search Tasks button, and we see the Search Tasks dialog appears. Here you can select the library to search. If you select your own maintenance tasks or maintenance task group library, you can enter a name and/or description to help filter your search. If you select the Mill Handbook 472 Tasks library, you can then select category and/or type to help retrieve the matching tasks. So with the Mill Handbook 472 Tasks library selected, as an example, we'll choose Miscellaneous for the category and Interchange for the type, and we'll click the Search button to see the results. We can click through the tasks and as a task is selected, we can view the details in the Task Details pane at the bottom. To insert a task or multiple tasks, we select the Insert checkboxes of the appropriate task or tasks, and then click the Insert button. In this case, we are not going to add any additional tasks this way, so we can simply click Close and close the Search Tasks dialog and return to the Maintainability Data pane. But do note that the search feature can certainly be useful to help find tasks as well as enter multiple tasks at the same time. Now that we've completed the data entry for the new camera, we could calculate and generate reports as needed to complete our maintainability prediction analysis. These features are demonstrated in the Relyence Maintainability Prediction Getting Started overview tutorial referenced earlier. Note, if you're utilizing Relyence Maintainability Prediction in an analysis that includes Relyence Reliability Prediction, as in this example, all failure rate information in Relyence Maintainability Prediction will be retrieved from Relyence Reliability Prediction. If you are not using Relyence Reliability Prediction, failure rate information will have to be entered directly in Relyence Maintainability Prediction. This concludes this Getting Started with Relyence Maintainability Prediction tutorial with our focus on adding maintainability data. Thanks for watching. Please visit our website or contact us with any questions or to obtain pricing and purchasing information.